As you can imagine, working at a fast food job, I get a lot of interesting customers, to say the least, right? And while I'm very lucky to never have been physically assaulted yet, I have been threatened with violence many, many times just because of man children who just can't stomach the fact that they fucked their own order up and they look for someone to blame, and, you know, they get to their ego and you can just see their emotional wrecks. So I try not to take it too personally, but likewise, you should also be able to control your fucking emotions, right? So I'm going to talk about one of the worst ones that I ever had at my job, which was only about a year or two ago. It might have even been last year, to be honest with you. I can't remember. But this is the worst one I had. Now, like I said, I've been threatened with violence before, but it's usually over the phone, right? And they usually don't. Face to face, people are much different than over the phone, because, you know, it's like keyboard warrior mentality, right? But this guy, I don't know, he ordered like 40, 50 pounds worth of food, right? And he was missing one very small dish. It was like a fucking side dish of, I don't even know what it, do you know, I genuinely can't even remember what it was. It was just like a bowl of rice, just like plain rice or some shit, right? So he called up, he started having a go, and I said to him, I was like, all right, yeah, no worries, we can just replace the rice for you if you want. And he was like, nah, it's not good enough. I was like, well, that's fine. You don't have to pay for it or anything. You haven't been charged for it, so it's fine. Like, you didn't even pay for the right. It wasn't even on the order, right? So, because basically what happened is he forgot to order it, but I guess he was too, like, embarrassed to admit that. So he forgot to order it, but it's such a small dish, and I just couldn't be fucked. I was like, bro, you can just have a free one. Don't even worry about it, right? We'll bring it down to you, right? We will deliver it to you ourselves. It's no problem. He was like, nah, the whole order is ruined. I was thinking to myself, get fucked, the whole order is ruined, bro. What the fuck are you on about? But obviously he's just looking for a freebie, isn't he? So he starts saying, I want the whole order refunded. I'm like, brother, I'm definitely not doing that. My boss would not allow that at any point. I'm not giving you the whole order, right? And unfortunately, I did kind of I said it like this. I was like, bro, I cannot do that. And he, oh my God, did that tick him off? He was like, did you just fucking laugh at me? You just fucking laugh at me? I was like, oh, well, I wasn't laughing at you, but, you know, I chuckled a little bit. He was like, what the fuck do you think this is funny? Are you? Well, fucking, are you? And then he just started going off. He started having a complete fucking mental breakdown, right? So I was just there. I tried to, you know, be a bit more calm, try to de-escalate the situation, right? And then the second time, towards the end of it, I didn't actually laugh, but I just said something like, yeah, I'm sorry, well, there's just nothing we can do for you. And maybe it sounded like a laugh, but I wasn't laughing at him, right? But the second time he thought he heard that, oh my God, he went off the fucking rails. And he literally said, you want to fucking laugh at me? I'll see you in 10 minutes. And bro, this motherfucker, he drove from his house. He's got all his food, dinner waiting there for him. Instead of eating his dinner, 40, 50 pounds he just spent, right? He drove 10 minutes all the way down to the shop, storms up to the counter and just starts going fucking mental. You want to fucking laugh at me? Come outside right now. I'll fucking knock you out. I'll fucking kill you. I was like, Jesus Christ, brother. Yeah. And now I am laughing, obviously. Like, come on. This fucking 40-year-old man has just driven 10 minutes to my shop just to fucking have a fucking aneurysm. And the thing is, the whole shop is full of customers as well. And the poor guy, I shouldn't say poor, I shouldn't feel sympathy for him. Everyone is just kind of laughing at him. They're like, they cannot believe what is going on. And this is all over like a 3-pound bowl of rice, by the way. It's absolutely unbelievable. And he keeps saying, come outside, I'm going to fucking knock you out, I'm going to lamp you. Obviously, I'm just saying no. And then he starts going, where's your boss? Let me speak to your boss. I was like, I don't actually know where the boss is. He was like, what do you mean you don't know where the boss is? And then he says the craziest thing, right? He goes, how can you not know where your boss is? What are you going to do if the shop burns down tomorrow? And I was like, whoa, okay, that's a bit of a fucking crazy one, isn't it? And someone in the shop, one of our workers, one of our delivery drivers, she just goes, oh, probably the fire brigade. And bro, people just start laughing at this poor guy, bro. He's driven all the way down. He probably thought he was like such a big man that he was gonna fucking start on this like 20-year-old, and everyone in the shop is just laughing at him, bro. Obviously, I declined his offer for a duel, right? I did decline that. Yeah, big pussy over here. I'm not gonna fight someone over some fucking rice, right? But this guy was like spitting out of his mouth and everything, right? And this guy, literally after that, luckily I didn't get hit or anything like that. I could tell you his face like bright red. He was going crazy. I don't know if he was on drugs or what, but then he goes outside, right? Gets back in his car, parked in the disabled spot, by the way, that's illegal. And he just literally sat in his car, staring at me through the window for like 10 minutes straight, bro. I'm not even kidding. He was out there for like 10, 15 minutes, just staring at me through the window. And I would just occasionally just glance at him like, is he still fucking there? Like, this is unbelievable, bro. But luckily, touch wood. Well, no need to touch wood because it didn't happen. Luckily, nothing escalated from there, right? I think he just wanted to go down, have a fucking... You know how some people just want to have a go at someone? Like, they look for reasons to be angry, and then they really capitalize on it, and they just go and shout at someone. But the irony was, he drove all that way to have a go at me. If he just drove that way, the rice would be ready anyway, and he could have just taken the rice home. But instead, he sat out there in the car park for like another 10-15 minutes. Probably didn't get home for like 30-45 minutes in total from the time it took to drive there and have a go at me and then sit in the car. And he could have just had his dinner. Like, he literally could have just been home and had his dinner already. Like, it could have been so easy. But I'm telling you, bro, some of these people are fucking nutcases. Now, the reason I bring this up and talk about it is because, one, it's just a pretty fun story, and I like just kind of waffling about stories sometimes, but also another one was, whenever I see these people now, and I think I mentioned this in a video a few days ago, right? Whenever I see these people now, I always just look at them, and I just think in my head, like, such pity. Like, I don't even really I get a little bit offended, obviously, if someone threatens to fucking punch me, but also I just get filled up with pity. I'm like, bro, how shit is your life that this is what you want to do on your weekend? Like, this is how you want to spend your weekend, driving down and having a go at someone over some £3 fucking bowl of rice, right? How sad. And you are a perfect example of what I do not want to be in life. So thank you for being such a fucking emotionally insecure man to show me I don't want to be like you ever. And it makes me realize I've got to lock in harder, bro, because if I keep slacking off and fucking around, I'm going to be like this fucking bastard who's going down and screaming at fucking people half his age about some fucking rice, right? So lock in, man. You don't want to end up like that guy, I tell you that much. I don't know what the fuck his problem was, but seriously, if I ever end up like that, just get me out. Just tag me out. I'm quitting the game, bro. Anyway, yeah, that was just a little story for you today. No real advice in this one, actually. I just kind of waffled, but yeah, that's your boy, big old Jimbo. Peacing out once again. Peace.